The girl just gently placed her hand right on the red circle. In the next second the whole area was wrapped in heat intense enough to burn the air itself. If any of their limbs slipped off the circle, their bodies would instantly be scorched against the ground. The two of them fell to their knees begging, but the redhead told them the real show was only just getting started. With no choice the girl hurriedly checked the indicator, urging the idol to put his left hand onto the green circle. And finally the intense heat started to fade away, but unexpectedly out of nowhere, countless holes suddenly opened up in the ground, blasting out a freezing cold wind. Just as the girl started to feel relieved by the breeze, she realized she was wearing a skirt and panicked, making the redhead close his eyes. But the blonde guy didn't seem to care about it at all. The moment the woman tried to say something, the wind suddenly got way more violent, completely ruining her makeup. When the girl moved her eyes to look, she saw the indicator had stopped right on the blue zone. After desperately moving her right leg over, the violet wind finally died down, but without giving them a second to catch their breath, the indicator started spinning wildly again, this time settling right on the yellow zone. At this point the two of them didn't realize that the danger was closing in, and kept breathing heavily. In a flash everything was covered in thick frost. The man snapped back to reality, and tried to move his right leg over to the yellow circle, but the moment he tried to use force he realized his foot was completely frozen to the ground. No matter how much he struggled it wouldn't budge. The girl realized that at this rate they were done for, but in his head, he thought he and the idol looked just like the Titanic, except this pose looked undeniably weird no matter how you looked at it. Just as the girl closed her eyes waiting for the end, the man refused to freeze to death right there. Using every ounce of strength he had to break loose. Right in front of the girl's shocked eyes, he finally regained his freedom. He raised his right leg high in the air. That pose instantly reminded the girl of the idol's live performance, just like he was her absolute favorite idol. The moment he stomped his right foot onto the yellow circle, countless shards of ice shattered like rain. The two of them felt like a parched land, finally receiving a blessing of rain. Just when they thought they were safe, the floor suddenly collapsed beneath them.